everybody, and welcome back to the vlog. Well, today's video is going to be another Roy DeMeo video. This one was inspired by one of our viewers from down under, from Australia. And, well, before I tell you what he said, let me tell you about this story. Okay, back in 1973, 1974, I did a lot of crooked shit with Roy DeMeo, Joey Bikini, and a couple other guys, Chris Rosenbaum, whatever his name is. And worked for him from 1 year, 73 to 74. I get locked up in 74, do a parole violation, and I'm gone. Roy DeMeo was a nobody at that time. He was just another guy off the street that was a hustler, like everybody in my life was. I didn't know he was a killer, although he did have at least one homicide under his belt at that time, but I didn't know. And he was just a wise guy that I could not stand. I could not stand this guy. But I had to work for him. I had to work with him because I was working for Joey Bikini, and he was involved with Roy DeMeo. So, I get locked up on my parole violation. I get out. I'm an informant. Now, I severed my ties with Joey Bikini because I wasn't going to snitch on him no matter what. And I didn't. And boy, did I have plenty. I could have hurt him really bad. But he was my close friend. And why would I do that? I didn't do that. So anyway, I cut ties with Joey Bikini. And by doing that, I also cut ties with our boy Roy DeMeo. Didn't think about him. Left him. My last memory of him was late 1974 when I went to jail. That was it. And I never thought about that guy again. In May of 1976, Joey roughed him up again, and Roy came back with his crew and shot my friend in the face. Now, let me stop right there. To the viewer that said, that made a comment, you guys can go on the comment section and look. What did he made a comment that I speak like this to a man, to a dead man. In other words, I'm disrespecting him. Disrespect? Damn right. Every chance I get, I can't stand. He shot my friend in the face. Couldn't have an open casket because of what he did. Shot him in the face. Why would I respect him or say rest in peace? He's burning in hell. So now that we got that little comment out from one of our viewers, there you go. I am every bit as much of a victim of Roy DeMeo as any of the family members that he murdered, because he killed my friend, Joey. So anyway, 1974, the last time I saw Roy DeMeo in my life, that was it. And of course, 10 years later, 1983, he gets whacked. He's dead. He's dead. Now, there was only two ways back in the 70s that we got our news. Two ways. One way, you pick up a daily news, New York Post, New York Times, and you read it on the subway on the way to work and coming back, okay? That's one way. And the other way is by the 6 and 11 o'clock news on TV. You had CBS, you had NBC, you had ABC, you had WOR, you had like 4 news stations at night. If you missed a news story back then, it was gone forever. It was gone forever. Gone forever. I never heard anything about this guy, Roy DeMeo. And almost 3 years ago, I started a channel because I saw Sammy the Bull Gravano on there, and I thought that was pretty interesting, and I think I had a lot to bring to the table on a channel of my own. So that's what I did, and thank you, Sammy the Bull Gravano, for the inspiration for my little channel. And it's a little channel. And all you guys out there that have been recently subscribing, I want to thank you. We got a little surge. I don't know why, but we got a little surge. So I decided to do my channel, and I never even thought of putting him on my channel, Roy DeMeo. I never thought about putting him on my channel because he was just an average thief. I didn't know that from 1974 to 1983 he was whacked all these people, and who knew? I didn't know. I must have missed the news that night. So give me a break. So one of our viewers in Australia saw the video where I said I only became aware of Roy DeMeo's activities in the 70s and 80s when I saw his picture on all these thumbnails on all these different YouTube channels. And I went, oh crap, that's my boy Roy. There he is right there. Then I started watching all the videos from all those other YouTubers, and I'm going, holy crap, what the hell? I was shocked. And then I started doing Roy stories. So anyway, so the analogy that this viewer, and I'm sorry, and all you viewers, please put your real name down so I can remember who you are instead of some code. So anyway, this guy's from Australia. He's made several comments on the channel. He likes the channel. Maybe he loves the channel. I don't know. So anyway, so he goes, how the heck did you? He sends me a comment, and then he took it down. I don't know why I could, or I lost it. I don't know what the heck I did with it. So anyway, he makes a comment and said, hey, you mean to tell me you just now in the last year found out what Roy DeMeo turned into? And well, yeah, it's the truth. And truth is stranger than fiction. Let me tell you, you couldn't make this up. You couldn't make this up. So he goes on to say, hey, I live in Australia and I heard all about this guy way back when. So anyway, I feel kind of stupid, but that is the God's honest truth that I didn't know. I never heard about him. And don't forget too, in the 10 years that he was killing people from 73 to 83, he never got arrested. And everybody sees that mugshot picture in the FBI. The FBI didn't arrest him. He never got arrested. He died. He died with not even an arrest for anything. The FBI pulled him in, and I don't know, they talked him into getting his picture. They took a picture of him, but he was not arrested in the Newark FBI mugshot. So there you have it. There you have it. I feel like a dope for not knowing what he turned into, but nonetheless, that's the truth. And it's kind of a funny story that here's someone half a world away on the bottom of the world, and he knows more about Roy DeMeo than I did until, anyway, I just thought you guys would like to hear this story. It's kind of funny for those of you that did not know that I did not know what Roy DeMeo turned into until 2021. I didn't know. I didn't know. Go figure. Again, I want to thank all you guys that have been liking and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget, we got 4 more months, and we'll be back in New York pulling up Roy's car out of the East River. We're gonna have the FBI. I'm gonna announce it. I want to fill that Queensboro Park up with everybody, because don't forget, the car is only 80 feet offshore. So you're gonna see them pull the car up. We're going to see if there's any remains in there, and if it was Fran's dad. I mean, I just can't wait. Got 4 months. April's right around the corner. We'll have the dive team back, and we're going to go back, and it's going to be very interesting. So, again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about this. I just thought it was kind of funny. And I'm going to see you guys on the next one.